Hello, it is day 15 of the quarantine or shelter in place here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I hope your family and you are both safe and healthy. Do you know your team? Do you know what their situation is like at home? I have a niece and her husband who currently find themselves working at home. And they have two children, a 4-year-old and a 22-month-old. And they find themselves spending their day playing tag team. Up early, getting the kids ready for the day, and trying to make sure that they are getting their work done and also taking care of the kids. This is their new reality. And they both try to get as much work done as they can during the day and then find themselves working again in the evening after the children are down. My niece's boss talked to her recently and he said, don't think that you are expected to do the same amount of work that you do when you're normally in the office. And then he gave her the priorities, the clients that he wants her to focus on. Are you doing this for your team? Or are you expecting the same output that you would normally get if they were in the office? And if you have people who normally work from home, their situation has changed as well. They may now have a spouse or partner that's working at home and kids running around. So their situation is totally different. So you don't ask your folks, how are you doing? Because the response will be fine. Instead, ask this question, tell me what it's like at home, and wait for the response. I worked for a boss, and the first time he came to meet with me after he took over, we had a normal meeting, kind of goals and expectations. And then at the end of the meeting, he said, Maureen, what do you need from me? What do you need from me? I was pretty senior in the military when my boss asked me that question. That's a wonderful question for a boss to ask somebody, because that's what bosses do. They provide the resources for you to do your job. What do you need from me? So what I want to say to you as leaders, this is not business as usual. Things are totally different. Your expectations of those you lead should probably be different. And you need to clearly communicate those expectations to the folks you lead. And ask them the question, what do you need from me? This is Maureen LeBoeuf with Their Leadership. Thanks for spending some time with me today. And remember, be the standard.